Plan out your combat.
Some great tips from Wolf, as always. Make sure that you're following him. One of the things that I've learned when it comes to making interesting combat and getting my players more invested in each combat is treating the environment as if they were a participant. Now, this can occur in a lot of different ways. You don't always need to have something that's like happening on the initiative count, but putting something at like initiative count 20 or at the end of it can definitely achieve this. For example, if you're in an active volcano, every once in a while, maybe there are little splurts of lava that, shoot up into the air and rain down around you. Or maybe if you're in a forest, if there's magic or firearms or explosions that go off, if they go off a certain number of times, maybe they disturb something else in the forest that now adds a third element into the fight. Maybe there's quicksand. Maybe the forest is alive in some way, and vines and trees attempt to grab both you and your enemies. This can happen a lot of different ways, but I think that what this does is it just adds another dynamic that gets both you and the players thinking about combat and thinking about situations in a completely different way. I think that a lot of times, even if we're role play or narrative heavy in D&D or in TTRPGs, when combat starts, there's this weird separation that we make where it's like, all right, now we're in combat, we have to defeat the things. And for some people, it can feel sort of like when you're playing a video game with like random encounters where, all right, now we're in like fight mode, and it's separated from the exploration aspect. And adding in something else unexpected like this just makes it more dynamic and just creates a more interesting way that I think you and the players both think. But I'm curious to know what you think about that. Have you ever had dynamic things within the environment as a DM or as a player in a combat encounter? And do you think that it added to or took away from it?